on video recorded earlier this afternoon. And it was this afternoon at our 2 o'clock news meeting that there he is, KIMT Storm Team 3 Chief Meteorologist Aaron White, sounded an ominous warning. You were concerned even then the conditions were right, that there was enough, I don't know, supercharged summer energy to cause exactly what happened late this afternoon and into this evening. What are you tracking going forward?
Yeah, pretty much so, George. I mean, we were looking at conditions through the day today, through this afternoon. There were still kind of a little few uncertainties into what was exactly going to be happening as we started to get those storms developing, but they developed very quickly and produced several reports of those tornadoes. This is, again, the one near Marble Rock. So this is looking just from the north of Greene, looking towards the north, towards the tornado, that stovepipe tornado, as it's been called this evening, just east of Marble Rock, that did produce that crop damage that you saw from meteorologist Sean McAday, and also some of the damage photos we saw from Mary Peters earlier in the newscast. But those storms have really weakened. Those have moved off into Wisconsin. But we have seen more redeveloping storms across the area throughout the evening and continuing right now. Notice a large area of storm activity here in North Iowa, from just north and east of Mason City through Riceville, Osage, St. Ansgar, up towards Austin, Minnesota, into Spring Valley. We have flash flood warnings that are in effect through the next few hours. In fact, as we are continuing to see more of that heavy rain moving over the same locations. And notice there's also a lot of lightning. We were even talking about earlier today, there's so much humidity, so much static in the atmosphere that these storms are really electrically charged and producing a lot of lightning, a lot of thunder. So they are still dangerous, even if it's not a severe weather standpoint, but a lot of lightning, a lot of torrential rainfall coming down here across North Iowa and far southern Minnesota. Notice over 400 lightning strikes here in the last 30 minutes with that complex of storms. And looking back at the last 6 hours of rainfall, so this does not include what we had last night into this morning. Still, a lot of rain in 6 hour time frame from Mason City, seeing over an inch and a quarter, almost an inch and a half in some parts of the northeastern part of Cerro Gordo County, up to 2 inches. We had reports of over 3 inches, over 4 inches, radar estimates of very heavy rainfall. You combine that with what we had last night. Notice this area of red and orange. Going to put a few amounts on here, and you'll see that we had radar estimates of over 9 inches, over 8 inches, almost 9 inches in some parts of the county. Worth County, average accumulation in some parts of these areas over 8 inches because of the rain just moving over the same locations, and that continues here in North Iowa. And you'll notice here on the last few frames, we're getting more redeveloping storms here to the north and west of Albert Lea. So this is going to continue for the next several hours, in fact, and because of that, the National Weather Service has issued a flash flood watch that is in effect for a large part of the area, southeast Minnesota, northeast Iowa, because we're going to see more rain moving over the same locations, producing torrential rainfall, and flash flooding will be a concern through tonight. Tornado watch still in effect for areas to the south and east and southern Wisconsin. Then, after tonight, after the rain has ended, our attention turns to the north and west as another round of potentially severe thunderstorms will develop across parts of Minnesota. A little bit to the north and west of us for tomorrow, but Marshall, Minnesota to Minneapolis, possibly making its way down into southeast Minnesota and North Iowa again for tomorrow, with damaging wind gusts, some large hail expected, and maybe some more heavy rainfall. So we got a lot of active weather coming up for at least the first half of the weekend. For right now, conditions are still damp out there. 69 degrees in Rochester. We got 71 in Mason City. As we look at Sky Tracker 3, showing this redeveloping storms across southeast Minnesota. Here we go through 1 a.m. We see more showers and storms continuing across North Iowa, producing more heavy rainfall, and then things start to fall apart before we see maybe some more showers and storms arriving for tomorrow night. So rainfall potential still could be pretty heavy. A lot of areas could still pick up 1 to 3 inches with those storms that are currently moving through right now. So our 7-day forecast showing quieter conditions after tomorrow. We'll see a cold front moving through. That's going to allow for some more sunshine as we head into the day on Sunday. Calling for a high near 76 degrees, 75 on Monday. And notice temperatures next week a lot cooler, almost fall-like, with highs in the 70s for the work week.